What's up everybody? Finally this video, it's done. Finally. Alright guys, this video is this was the most preparation I've ever done for a video, I think, ever. Most of it is just data entry and running the raids all damn time. It was a lot of work, guys. It was a lot of work. What we did is, myself and some guildmates and some friends, we just ran Rift of Worlds, and collected a bunch of data for the drops. We have 1,000 drops. We have the data for them. I know, all these are screenshots here. All these are screenshots. Can you guys... Actually, yeah, let's, you guys can't see too much, but yeah, all these are screenshots from the Rift of Worlds drops. Yeah, it's quite a lot of data. Quite a lot of data that we collected. So I wanted to show you guys, well, I wanted to not show you guys, I wanted to show myself too. I wanted to find out what the drop rates were like for Rift of Worlds R5, and are we getting good drops? Are we getting bad drops? Are things dropping more than others? Like, are we... Because I always feel like, for me, I'm like, man, I feel like I never get any Swift speed grinds. I feel like I never get... Like, really, most of my Swift monsters don't have speed grinds at all, right? I feel like I always need violent grinds, and I'm like, is Swift and violent, like, are they really dropping less? Or what's the deal? What's going on here? I feel like I get a lot of the new runes, the grinds for the new runes, but I'm like, maybe is it just my imagination? We have to find out, we have to go, and we have to see, are we really getting screwed? Maybe not. Are most of the grindstones really flat, or is that just, again, just my imagination? Just like, I get salty about the flat ones, and I want the percent ones, and it's just not what I want. So yeah, there's no better way to do it than to just do raids for days and days and days and days and collect the data, which we did, and find out exactly and we put it all into a giant spreadsheet. I'll show you guys the spreadsheet here. Giant spreadsheet. Giant spreadsheet. So yeah, you guys can see that. But we have all the data. We did the charts, we did the graphs. Let's take a look at 1,000 drops of Rift of Worlds R5. This is R5 only. This is not the other ones. This is just R5. Let's take a look what we have. Oh, this is the best drops. This is the best stuff that we got from Rift of Worlds. All right, from R5. This isn't just my best stuff. This is the best stuff that everyone got. We got a nice defense percentage legendary grindstone. I mean, of course, these are the legendaries, right? We're not showing the flat ones. We're just showing the percentages. Yeah, but some nice enchant gems. I just figured you guys would be like, oh my god, that's so sexy. Look at all that orange. Look at all that orange. Beautiful. We got a nice crit rate, 6 to 9% focus on there. We got that enchant gem, shield legend enchant gem. That's a pretty nice one. You really don't see a lot of speed enchant gems out there. Those are really, really nice. But the grindstones, I mean, the grindstones are fantastic too, so. Yeah, sexy. You're like, give me all of those now. So this is the best stuff though. This is the best stuff. It went around. It's like some people got this, some people got that. You know, there's a lot of different people that were raiding with me. All right, so here is our first little pie chart. Okay, so we have the vast majority of drops by a landslide. Actually, let me see the exact percentage. The exact percentage over here in the spreadsheet. Hold on. 63.3% is actually grindstones. We have... Oh, you know what? I don't even need the spreadsheet, do I? Not for this anyway. Because you can see 633 grindstones out of 1,000, so that's 63.3%, right. 11%, roughly 11% are enchant gems. A lot more grindstones than enchant gems. I knew it was a lot. I knew the grindstones dropped more. I didn't realize it was that much more. I thought it was like a 2-to-1 ratio maybe. But after seeing it, actually, it's a huge difference. It's a huge difference. So it's almost like a 6-to-1 ratio, which is crazy. Mana actually drops more often than enchant gems, which it really kind of makes sense. It drops about 50% more than enchant gems do, which now looking back, I'm like, yeah, I could see that. I kind of felt like it was. I also felt like mana was dropping more than just 16%, but 16% of the time you're gonna get mana, just mana. It's poopy. 6% of the time you get Rainbow Mon, which is not bad. 3-star Rainbow Mon. I'm not, because you don't get 2-star Rainbow Mon from here. You get the 3-star Rainbow Mons. So 6% of the time you get Rainbow Mon. Less than 1% of the time you get Mystical Scrolls. About 1% you get Summoning Stones. About 1% you get Shapeshifting. So it's, I mean, Shapeshifting is actually twice as common as Mystical Scrolls. So if you do like 100 raids, you can expect to get one batch of shapeshift. Like, one batch, I say one batch, but it's really like 3 shapeshifting stones generally drops. So we see all of that here. Pretty cool. I'm just really surprised. Like, I thought that the grindstones, the enchant gems, and the mana were going to be a little bit closer together. I didn't realize that grindstones are 2/3 of the drops. I thought it was going to be like 40% was going to be grindstones, not 63%. So that was actually a little bit shocking to me. I really thought it was closer to 40%. So, oh, here is the values of the drops. So, out of the drops, out of the what did we say? 633. I think it was 633 grindstones. Well, no, grindstones and enchant gems. So 745. Out of the 745, 366 were rare, 364 were hero, and 15 were legendary. Now this is enchant gems and grindstones combined. This is a huge amount of rare and hero. Like almost no legendary. Really? Really? That's like 1.5% of the time of doing R5, you will get a legendary drop. 1.5% of the time. And that's not even saying it's going to be a percentage. That's not even saying it's going to be the rune you want. Like we saw the good ones, but there was also some flat ones. So, damn boy, damn. Let's see. And I think we got luckier because we did get more percentages than the flats, but I think we just happened to get lucky because there's so few actual legendary drops. But I'm surprised. I'm kind of happy that there's that many heroes and it's not just all rares. But it's not really like because we did this for Dragons B10, but we did only 100 runs, which was way easier than 1,000 runs of something that takes 5 times as long, which is what this is. So yeah, we saw that it was more legendaries for dragons, but you gotta also think that that's still, well, legendaries can be 5 or 6 stars, they can be flat. Like here, it's like legendaries, no matter what they're kind of usable, like for the most part, unless it's an enchant gem to a flat stat. You really don't want that. But any legendary grindstone is going to be usable, right? You can just, I mean, it's just better than whatever you have. If you have a rare grindstone, if you have a hero level grindstone, you can still just overwrite it and it'll be a better stat. So legendary is like almost always an improvement. So it's a little bit different in how that is valued because of that. So that's 364 heroes. Man, I feel like I still feel like I got nothing. So, okay. So here is the different stats that we have. Then we see a little bit of crit damage. This is for, what is it? This is for grindstones and this is for enchant gems. Speed 104. For the most part, we see that they're fairly equal. The only thing is I noticed the attack percentage was low and the defense percentage was low. Now, I'm not sure if Comtois did this on purpose. The flat HP was low too, actually. Not that I'm going to complain about that, but it was like significantly, like the other ones were like around 100, a little over 100, right? HP percentage 124 was the biggest one. But speed, flat attack, flat defense were all fairly similar. The attack percentage and the defense percentage, now think about it, you can't get defense percentage on slot as a substat on slot 1. You can't get attack percentage as a substat on slot 3. So I'm not sure if Comtuos specifically reduced the... this is a question I have for them, I guess. I mean, really, that's the only one that can answer it. But I'm not sure if they did that on purpose because there are overall going to be less attack percentage subs to grind on and defense percentage subs to grind on. So maybe, and enchant, because you can't use those on slot 1 and 3. You can't use the defense percentage ones on slot 1. You can't use the attack percentage ones on slot 3. I never really noticed a flat HP one before, but the 86 leads me to believe that maybe there is something that you can't get flat HP on. I just never really noticed, because I never really cared about flat HP as a stat. I was like, man, I wish I had more flat HP on this rune. So that's what I'm curious about, as far as maybe that's why there's less defense percentage ones, because it is noticeably less. It is noticeably less for these ones than the other ones. And also I tried to make sure that like the attack ones are both red, the defense ones are both green, so you guys can, and the HP ones are both yellow, so you guys can kind of see a little bit different. See, this one's like super, like it's 40 difference. That's crazy. I wonder if there's a reason for that. But I think one of the reasons, like I said, I think one of the reasons is because there's just, you can get HP percentage as stats on more runes, on all 6 runes instead of just 5 runes. So maybe that's why there's more HP percentage than attack percentage and defense percentage. Because it is a big difference. It's a noticeable difference. 40 difference than these two. So it is one thing to definitely note. And then these ones, these resistance, you can't grind resistance, you can't grind accuracy, you can't grind crit rate, you can't grind crit damage, because they're all well, aside from the crit damage, the crit rate, accuracy, and resistance are capable stats, and you can't grind capable stats. Capable, you've enunciated, you bagel. Capable stats. So these are all just enchant gems that we see here. All right. Then we have this. I always feel like I get more of the new ones, like the tolerance, enhance accuracy, fight. I did make those blue, so you can see these ones are the blue ones, the newer Rift of Worlds raid beasts. Sorry, not raid beasts. Rift beasts are the blue ones, the ones you get from the Rift beasts right there. And then the warm colors are the 4 sets, right? Fatal Swift, Despair, Violent Rage, Vampire. Vampire is so much more than Rage. What the hell, man? But there was a noticeable amount more Vampire. Violent actually was 42. We got 42 drops of Violent grinds and gems, grindstones and gems, enchant gems, which is actually a little bit more. Like, I always feel like I don't have them, but like I always feel like they're not dropping, but it's not true. They actually are dropping. It's just. But you know what the thing is, I have so many monsters ruined with Violent that even that there's a little maybe more that drop, I have so many monsters that have Violent runes that I feel like they're never ever grinded because I have just more than, for example, Vampire monsters. So, damn, Vampire, damn. Gotta start ruining things with Vampire. So that was, but there's really not any more percentage. It's fairly even. And I think if we did like 10,000, I'm not doing 10,000, okay guys? I'm not doing 10,000 drops. But I think we'd see them even out a little bit more over here as well. Eventually. But yeah, there's not, the Revenge, Vampire, Revenge, Violent seem to be a little bit more, but could just be random deviation, you know. That is part of randomness, is sometimes things are clustered a little bit more than others. Another thing that I really wanted to find out was, I wanted to find out if it is true that there is a, like, what is it? There's a see, now I can't find it. Now that I'm recording the video, I can't think of the name of it. That there's a certain time of day that good things are dropping now, and then like bad things are dropping now, and I was looking for a pattern that like around certain times of day, or that something would, Timegate, that's the one, Timegate. Because you know, time gate is like, oh, if we're in the time gate, that means good things are dropping now, right? And I always want to believe that, but in here, I felt like there was some kind of time gate thing going on, but then I looked at the data, and I looked at what times a day things were dropping, and I looked at if things were clustered, if legendary runes were, legendary grinds and enchant gems were clustered, and they actually are not. So it is actually random that things are just randomly whatever. They don't cluster. I wanted to believe that they do, but after looking at the data, they do not. Damn you, water monkey. Damn you. But we did get a lot more guard vampire, a little more violent than other things. I mean, it is also part randomness, but oh, and then I guess that's all the information. I wanted to especially thank these guys. These are all the people that helped me with the with collecting the data. They were very patient. Every time after I'm done with raiding, I'm like, okay, and then I'm like screen capping it, and then I'm like logging the data, and they're like, oh my god. Well, I screen capped it, and then I logged the data while we're, you know. But it did. I'm sure they were like, they're like, dude, why? Just come on, we want to raid faster. But they were very patient. Thank you guys so much. Some of the people from Epic Fail, some of the people from my guild, and some other randos. Thank you to everyone here. Let's see. I also wanted to make. I had a couple additional notes. We got 0 legendary speed grinds. If you notice, if you go back to, we'll just go back to it again anyway. We got 0. Because we got a few HP ones, right? We got a few defense ones. We got a few attack ones. We got a legendary enchant gem. We got 0 out of 1,000 runs. We get 0 legendary speed, not just swift speed, speed of any kind grinds. So I'm curious. Out of 1,000 runs, we got none. No one got any. So that's pretty crazy. I've gotten 1 in my entire time doing raids, playing the game. I've gotten 1 violent speed grind. I know, the best one to get, right? Oh yeah, and much better than a guard grind to get a guard speed legendary grind. Violence is the one to get, of course. But we didn't get any in 1,000 runs. So I'm curious if they drop less on purpose. I'm not sure. Also, we got 2 hero swift speed grinds in 1,000 runs, which I thought was a little crazy. We got a couple more rare ones, but we got 2. We didn't get any legendary swift speed grinds, because that's, you know, when you're talking about speed, a lot of times high level players are like, I need swift speed grinds, swift speed, violent speed grinds. We got a few violent speed grinds, hero level. No legendary swift speed grinds, no legendary any kind of speed grinds. We got only 2 hero swift speed grinds, and we got, I think, 3 or 4 violent speed grinds. But I'm not sure. We got more of the defense grinds, right? We got more swift defense percentage and things like that of hero level. But we seem to not really. It seemed to be kind of sparse and scarce on the swift speed side. So I don't know if that was intentional or not. Yeah, and I thought it was going to prove my theory. I wanted to mention that I thought it was going to prove my theory that legendary grinds and gems cluster together, but it did not. Aside from just clustering, sometimes things cluster. In randomization, it really is random. If you had, like, you know, every 100 you get you get 1 legendary, that's not random. That's a pattern. There's a pattern there. But it really is random. Like, things really didn't cluster that much aside from the general randomness. That there's no real time gate to doing these. Like, if you're on a hot streak, you're gonna get specifically more good stuff. Like, it's just sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, but it's really just randomness. And then, oh, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I wanted to say to click. I know I usually don't say to click share on things, but hopefully maybe you guys know some people that want to know this information. so you can share it like that. I'm not gonna keep telling you to share all my videos or whatever, but I thought this one was a fun one to share if you guys want to share the data. This way people know about the grinds and the drops and the rates and stuff like that. It's a fun video. Not a fun video. It's the least fun video I do. It's just data and it's just statistics and it's just math. But it took a long damn time. I want to make sure people see it, you know. So yeah, if you feel like sharing it, then go for it. Then go for it. Yeah, we'll end it with that. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Oh, it was actually 20 minutes. Okay, wow, I talk a lot. But yeah, I was like, man, the amount of effort and work that I put into this video, it seems like it's probably not worth it. But I hope you guys enjoy it, because then if you guys like it, if you guys are like, yes, Jubig, I'm glad you did this video, then it is worth it. So that's all that matters. That's all that matters, right, guys? All right. And if not anything else, then just to see the rune porn. So, again, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you as always in the next one.